I'm so excited. Okay, gather around, bestie. I have a very important message for you. You guys are getting something in times three surprises, and you guys could be seeing angel number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so whoever I'm speaking to, you guys could be seeing angel number 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys could be seeing fives. You guys could also be seeing 3, 3, 3. But whoever I'm speaking to, not even you could see this coming because you are like an encyclopedia right now. You're receptive to so much information. It's like, wow, no one can derail you right now. You have so many ideas. Your brain is like not even at capacity yet. Okay, your brain is not even at capacity yet. Whoever I'm speaking to, you will start manifesting at a crazy speed. I don't even know what the word is. I was like trying to write it and I was like, speed, next level, like a lot. Okay, you will be able to manifest at like a next level speed. And if you don't, even if you don't succeed, that's what separates you from the others. Does that make sense? Like, even if you don't succeed, that is what separates you from other people. You're like, okay, well, I tried it and it didn't go so well, but you're just more receptive to trying things out right now and seeing how that works for you. Whether this is with business, how you influence, how you teach, working, and I'm seeing that you guys are stepping more towards courage and less towards fear. And here on my channel, I always try to empower you guys and make you guys aware of your value, your confidence, and here we don't empower the ops. We don't empower negative energy, but we are aware of it. Here we master unbothered, we master the art of detachment. And yeah, so if you are new here, I'm your bestie on the internet. Duh. I am your spiritual advisor. I'm your cosmic cheerleader. I am your fairy godmother. I am all of the things. So you guys get comfortable. Grab whatever you be snacking on, smoking on, sipping on. Because I'm going in. And I made sure to write it down today. Hi, guys. Welcome in. I'm getting that you guys could be the first of something that you're about to do. Okay, whoever I'm speaking to, you could be the first. This is how you're going to start thinking about yourself. Instead of being like, oh, I don't want to do that because, the enemy's always watching. I don't want to do that because, like, my peers are going to be watching me or people from high school are going to be watching me. Like, I don't want to post on social media or start a social media business because like people could be watching me. And I get that. People are always monitoring you guys. People are always giving you a hard time. You guys deal with a lot of bullies. You guys deal with a lot of ops. But that is because the hardships that you're always sorting through is because you guys have a very high spiritual calling. And so something that you are really learning to do is to not empower negativity, to not empower the enemy. Like, that is very important to you right now. So I'm getting that you are getting things, surprises, blessings, congratulations in sets of three. So you gotta know how when there's death, unfortunately, those usually come in a set of three. But that's like us being kind of, those could be our spiritual beliefs or us being superstitious. But what if you believed that everything that you desire came in sets of three? So imagine something good happens. Instead of it being something bad, like, oh, something terrible happened, it's going to happen in sets of three. What if something good was going to happen and it came in a set of three? Like, say you got a free drink today, or free coffee, or you got, a discount at the makeup store. I don't know. And you're just like, oh my gosh, this happened today. So I'm going to get it in sets of 3. This is the type of shit I'm talking about, of how you guys are rewiring your brain. You're like you just be thinking of stuff. Like you were literally a genius. I don't know if you know. So I'm going to tell you. You guys are literally a genius. And that download just came to me. I don't even have that written down. That's crazy. Like, what if we thought that way? Like, oh my gosh, I just hit the lottery. That's going to happen 3 times. Or, good news in 3s. So affirm it below. I'm ready for good news in sets of 3. Blessings in sets of 3. Miracles in sets of 3. Instead of us looking at something negative, like, oh, when it rains, it pours. It's just bad things are going to happen. Ooh, I have the chills. When I get downloads like that, I'm like, oh, I'm not even ready. I'm not even ready. Like, everything that I'm going to say for like the first 10 minutes minimum is things that I channeled. And it took me an hour to channel all of this because I was like, whoa, my brain is like, huh? What? So we about to make it make sense. We're about to make it make sense. But I'm getting that you will never be the same. Life Purpose, thank you for your donation. You will never be the same. Your brain will never be the same. This is what I channeled. I'm like, huh? And so you guys could listen to Mel Robbins. You guys could listen to a couple different like gurus, and maybe you've stopped listening to them because it's like too much. You ever listen to some people and you're like, oh my gosh, you're just a doer, and you're just really reaching for the stars and you got it all figured out, and it can be really overwhelming. You ever watch an influencer that like has everything together and you're just like, that's a lot of work. You know what I mean? You're just like, that is so much to do. Like, give me a second. We need baby steps. Do you know what I mean? You ever see an influencer that like they got their sponsorships in a row, they've got all of their ads, how they market themselves in a row, they have their aesthetic in a row, they have like, it's like an immaculate PowerPoint presentation. That, or they're really good in sales. You feel me? You ever watch a beauty influencer like that Michaela girl? Okay, like that Michaela girl, for instance, I forget her name, but she has that Boston accent. For her, for instance, I can tell immediately right out of the gate. It doesn't matter what she's pitching. She has sales in her blood. Okay? She could be selling you this pen. Okay, and for those of you that have watched Wolf of Wall Street, and you guys know, okay, he's like, sell me this pen. He's like, I'm eating right now. I don't want to sell you that pen. So we are getting to the point where we know how to sell the pen. We know how to do all the things, and we are just not as scared, and we're not looking at it as so overwhelming. Okay? We're looking at the perfect influencer or the perfect guru or the perfect role model and saying, you know what? I'm just going to take it one day at a time. I'm just going to take it one day at a time. I'm going to start by feeling good. I'm presenting myself, knowing my value, and then I can step towards that. Because I feel like when we look good or we feel good, then everything else just falls into place. Do you know what I mean? And I'm getting that your brain will never be the same from whatever you guys are gaining right now. It's a lot of good luck, support, and clarity. Literally, good luck, support, and clarity. The 5s that you're seeing is not because of hardships that are coming in. It is because clarity on how you see those hardships. 333 for the support you know you're going to get. You know you deserve. 1, 2, 3, 4 because of good luck and justice. You guys are on track. That is not an angel number either that I normally see, and I've been seeing it a lot lately. So that means that you guys are on the right track, and there are spirits or God that is encouraging you to do your best. I'm doing my best, Tom. I'm doing my best. Like, We're like, I'm doing my best, God. I'm doing my best. Ugh. Do you know what I mean? And you're just processing things differently. You're not so terrified of structure. You're letting conditioning fall away and you're just feeling more confident. You are changing everything within and around you. Whoever I'm speaking to, you are changing everything within and around you. You are taking out the doom. You are taking out the gloom. You are taking out the fear and you are taking out the conspiracy. You are taking all of that to the garbage. You are throwing it literally out the window. You are reversing bad habits. You are reversing negative thoughts. You are ready to change your brain. Okay? This is you guys gearing your brain up to be more positive about success. Because you're looking at successful people around you and you're like, oh my gosh, like that is a whole presentation. And they just spoke for 5 minutes. And you guys will be that good as well, no matter what it is that you're trying to do. I am getting specifically that you guys are going to be monetizing gifts more than ever, tapping into gifts more than ever, and being more artistic, being more creative. And this really suits you, it really serves you, and it helps your inner child thrive. Hi, Virginia. Thank you for being here. I got this twice for you guys. Now, normally when I get this twice, that tells me, give up. Don't pull any more tarot. Do you know what I mean? And today I thought, well, I'm not doing that because I want it in sets of 3. So I want to see if I can get it one more time. I literally thought that before I hit the live button. I'm like, you know what? I got all of these in sets of 2. I want to see if I can get it in a set of 3. So we have the 10 of Cups. You guys are creating a happy family. You are reuniting. Maybe with some. I don't know if reconciling. I didn't get the word reconciling though. I got the word reuniting. Happy endings. And some of you guys could be getting married. I'm just getting a lot about commitment. You are making a commitment to yourself about what happiness looks like. Truly. What liberation looks like. What happiness looks like. And I believe that you will get these blessings in sets of 3. We have the 7 of Cups. You guys are starting to see that what you want is not a fantasy. You have magic within. Okay? You guys have magic within. So I'm going to hold these up for you guys while I go over some of your download. So you guys are reversing these bad habits. You're reversing some of the negative thoughts. You're looking at things differently. Not even you could see this coming. And it's like, wow, you are not about to let anything derail you ever again. Because it's how you look at being detoured. It's how you look at being derailed. You're like, even if I don't do good at this one thing over here, that doesn't mean I'm not gifted. Doesn't mean I'm not going to succeed. You are restoring faith in your abilities. If you guys have been seeing lizards, and I don't mean like you have to be seeing them like physically. You guys could be seeing them on social media. It's like a sign or synchronicity that you could be specifically seeing that you don't normally see. And that could be because you are restoring faith in your abilities. That is part of the lizard spirit. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize I got a lizard in here. Isn't that crazy? I mean, that would be crazy if that was a cat. No. It's definitely a lizard. Isn't that crazy? I just saw that. I just noticed that. Lizard, restoring faith in your abilities. Holy cow. You guys are bossing up, and in the way that you are bossing up, you could not see this coming because it's about how you rewire your brain. All this week, we've been talking about this shift, this quantum leap about you guys being more receptive and doing things for your subconscious because we all are programmed a certain way when we are younger, and you guys have really been putting in the work to not only reverse this, but just make it better, to make your life better. So let's see. You guys are learning to take healthy risk by tapping into magnetic desire, learning patience, and releasing scarcity. So that's why you don't look at being derailed as derailed. People are like, oh, I can derail them, or whoever is sending you whatever they're sending. You cannot be bothered. There might have been this like big fear that you had of being seen, not by the world, but by your peers. Okay, this is like being an influencer and being like, I don't want anybody to know that I'm doing this. Do you know what I mean? If that is you guys in some form or fashion, this is you guys being like, I don't care. I don't care. What are they going to do? I mean, really think about it though. They could talk about you behind the scenes and behind your back, but are they actually going to like come say something to you? Probably not. Maybe your toxic family members would, but I don't think your toxic peers are going to have the courage to come and say something to you. They're going to say it behind your back. You feel me? So affirm this below. I am learning patience and releasing scarcity, because patience is important. Faith is important. Faith without works is important. So you're learning to take inspired action. This is like making a vision board and not taking any action. It needs to be more of like an action board, a call to action. I've got this vision board, or I've made this vision book, but it needs to be things that I'm actually working towards. We're not just going to like blink and it's there. But at the same time, this is your faith with the working that you're doing, with the action that you're taking, while also knowing that you're going to receive. So maybe you're taking the action, but you're not like being like, oh, I gotta sweat and I gotta bleed and I gotta get, I gotta just be struggling. You're learning how to let the struggle part of it go. You're learning how to let the scarcity part of it go. You're like, I'm working towards this while it's fun and I enjoy it, because I know that's what makes me happy. It's what makes me feel fulfilled. And, if it works out, amazing. If it doesn't, on to the next. So you're learning to take healthy risk. You are tapping into magnetic desire. You are priming your brain. Okay? For everyone that does makeup, you know how like you can use primer, you cannot use primer. You can use primer to make, the makeup tacky or sticky, or make it, go on there a certain type of way. You can use primer for plumping the skin. You can use primer for blurring things out, like pores or wrinkles or whatever. So this is like you guys figuring out how you're going to prime your brain for these blessings, and priming yourself for what you want to see. You're like, this is how I want to see things. Okay? So I was listening to Mel Robbins the other day, and there's somebody that she always has on her channel. I can't remember her name, but I'm pretty sure she's a doctor. And she was explaining something to her, and it was like a bunch of big words. So like I didn't really understand it, but then I waited for Mel to speak, because I'm like, then I'm going to get it, because like she'll explain it good. So Mel is like, oh, it's like when you are seeing, like you get a Jeep, right? And then all of a sudden you see Jeeps everywhere. Okay, you get a Camaro, all of a sudden you see Camaros everywhere. Or you were trying to manifest a Lamborghini or whatever, and you start seeing them everywhere. You are priming your brain for what you want to see. You don't want to see when it rains, it pours. You don't want to see death in threes. You want to see blessings in threes, manifestations in threes. Whatever number is realistic for you. It doesn't necessarily have to be threes, but however your brain is already already wired, you're going to kind of use some of that for to your advantage. Okay, you're going to use some of that to your advantage. So if it's more realistic for you to say in sets of 3, sets of 4, sets of 10, whatever, you're going to do what's best for you, what's realistic for you, what is healthy for you. Because sometimes when we try to overdo it with manifesting and we're like, oh, none of that happened, now I'm so freaking discouraged. We are understanding the magic within. You are creating a space for personal growth and self-discovery. Okay, so affirm that below. I am creating a creative space, I am creating space for personal growth and discovery. Okay, I am creating space for personal growth and discovery, which means, some days you might be doing something new, so you need the training wheels on. Some days you might know what you're doing and you've been around the block before and this isn't your first rodeo, so you're like, I don't need the training wheels for that. You are creating enough space to have some cushion where you fall, or not falling at all, kind of like failing forward. And so your patience, you're releasing scarcity, you're creating space for yourself to learn, to grow, and you are soul searching while you prime the brain to see what you want to see, to scan what you want to scan, and you are removing distractions. I love this. However, you guys feel like you've been getting distracted, or your energy's been going places that are negative, or where there's drama, or the enemy that be working day and night. You guys are working really hard, just as well. I don't know the words. You know what I mean. You guys are working just as hard to make sure that you don't get derailed in that way, that you give yourself the support to tap into your vision, to tap into your talents. This is a great transformation for you. So again, you guys are being given good luck, clarity, and support. So the same way we can look at the enemy, the same way that we can look at evil eye, the same way that we can look at people sending us negative energy is the same way that we look at luck. Okay? Sometimes when I'm talking to you guys in the comments, I will recommend lucky syndrome videos, because the same way that we wire our brain for negativity, like, oh, they're sending me evil eye, oh my gosh, they're all talking about me, oh my gosh, they're all planning my demise, the same way that we can focus on that, we need to focus on luck. I'm always talking to you guys about luck because I mean it with my whole heart, that it is something that when you are focused on, everything is magical. Big or small, you're like, oh my gosh, I just got that for free. That was so magical. Like, I'm so lucky. Do you know what I mean? And that luck is going to come to you in waves, because you are going to focus more on that than the ops, than the enemy, than the whoever. Because there's so many people that you guys have already let go, that even when you're having to put some people in their place, even when you're having to tell someone where to go, you are feeling lucky. Lucky, like, they're going to understand. Lucky, like, it's all going to work out for me. So I really, 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 really recommend that you guys listen to Lucky Syndrome videos, because it's literal magic, especially right when you wake up. Right when you wake up, that's when I recommend it the most. So like, wake up, brush your teeth, say your prayers, whatever you guys be doing in the morning, have your morning cup of coffee, and then play the lucky shit, because that is going to gear you up for what you're going to scan, what you're going to see. You're going to see everything as an opportunity. Everything is luck. Everything is awesome. Everything is amazing, because our brain can only focus on so many things, and it's going to filter out others. We really want it to focus on, I'm lucky. I am so freaking lucky. If you guys are on members only, what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to share some of my favorite Lucky Syndrome videos. So all my members only that are watching this live stream, check your community tab that is for members only, my VIP subscribers, and I will share a couple affirmation videos that I swear by. They're just simple, the brain just catches it, gets it, and it's the best way to start your day. Like, I notice a huge difference when I'm filtering and scanning bullshit, and when I'm filtering and scanning, like, I'm lucky. Oh my gosh, I'm so lucky. That could have gone so bad. I'm so lucky. Okay? So affirm it below. I am incredibly lucky. Everything always works out for me. Duh. Duh. You are looking at habits and micro habits. You are learning what you have to offer so you can be more aware of your value, so you don't have to overvalue others 24/7. Sometimes we literally overvalue other people, like, oh my gosh, they're so incredible. Oh my gosh, like they just do all of these things. I just don't understand. Oh my gosh, they have so much confidence. Oh my gosh, you guys, look, there is a lizard right there. You know what I was thinking of? That movie Office Space. He's like, yeah, I gave her my O face. He's like, what's an O face? If you guys know, you know. I'm just literally thinking like, oh. But not like in the same way that they're thinking. But look, there's a lizard, guys. Like, mind blown. Now you're going to be like, oh, these lizards are good luck. Oh my gosh, when I see little lizards, they are good luck. Hello. So you are looking at your habits, big and small, and you're looking at your micro habits. As you're doing that, bestie, you're like, I don't need to overvalue others. We do that. We be doing that. We're watching people on social media. We're like, oh my gosh, like their life is so perfect. Everything's so amazing for them. Or we're looking at our favorite motivational speakers, our favorite spiritual leaders, whoever. We're like, oh my gosh, they just get it and they're so perfect. We are overvaluing others. It is time to value yourself to the umpteenth degree. So instead of us doing that for other people 24/7, putting them on this pedestal, we are going to start looking at and being more aware of our own value. Okay, so something I heard from one of my favorite influencers was, we always write a list of what we expect of other people, and we don't ever be writing a list of like what we bring to the table. And I thought, oh my gosh, well, that's kind of true. But also on my channel, I try to have you guys write things that you are grateful for, have you guys write affirmations so you're always seeing your value, to drop your favorite affirmations, to drop your favorite askformations, because we are always reprogramming our subconscious, always, always, always. Because a lot of us light workers, star seeds, star messengers, chosen, a lot of us have been through a lot of trauma, hardship, and etc. from when we were a young age. So I feel like it's so important every video for us to work on that. And I thought, wow, that would be great to think of the things that we're good at and what we bring to the table, because then what? Okay, I kind of talked to you guys about this a little bit in another video where I basically said, when we are alone, okay, when we're alone and we're not dating anybody and we're working on ourselves, it's good for us because we are seeing our value. We are working on ourselves. We're working on glowing up. And then when we step out into the world again, everybody else they have to meet us where we're at. They have to meet us where we're at. That's why it's good to not jump into another situation, because we want to learn ourselves and like get our footing. So this is something that you guys can do whether you're single or in a relationship. I really want you to start thinking about what you specifically bring to the table in all aspects of life. And see if it's easy for you to do or hard for you to do. So think about 5 to 10 things, big or small, that you have to offer. And any gaps in between, that is what you're going to be working on. Okay, so instead of being like, oh, Johnny better have a good job. Johnny better not be a dusty. Johnny better have no children. Johnny better like kids. Like all types of things we expect other people to have, and then to like meet us where we're at. But the bottom line is, if you were single, for instance, we don't need to give them the playbook on what we actually expect. We don't need to give them that. They need to already know what we want because they see our value and we know what we bring to the table. Then we can filter out the mess. Like, okay, well, Johnny doesn't even know where the ladder is at or doesn't see my value. And I know, because I list my value all the time from A to Z on what I am and what I bring to the equation. He don't see that. I'm not trying to tell him what it is. So think about that. Think about, are you courageous? Where are you proud of yourself? Where are you a teacher? Where are you a leader? Where are you creative? It doesn't matter how small it is. Are you able to be vulnerable or honest, or, are you proud of your integrity? Like, it could be anything. I want you to think like, this is what I bring to the table. and affirm it below. I know what I bring to the table. Capiche? Your self-awareness is shifting. And it's going to bring you so much success. It's going to bring you victory. It's going to bring you triumph. It's going to bring you success. It's going to bring you celebration. People are going to be celebrating you like, wow, wow, I've never met anyone like them. So not even you guys could see any of this coming, that your brain would ever shift in this way, that your life could ever shift in this way. And no one can derail you this time because your mindset is shifted. The evil eye, the negativity, the ops, who's her? Who is that? Now, in the spiritual community, we are always mindful of that because of spiritual warfare, monitoring spirits, and the enemy, because we have a higher power for most of us that we listen to, but we also know that we are favored, that we are protected, that we are being divinely guided. Thank you, Yasmin. And I always tell you guys that behind this horse, in my mind, all the ops are behind this horse. Like, oh my gosh, here's their parade. Here's their feast. I don't want to go. All the little salty chuchalinis are behind that horse. But do we care? No, we do not. So your self-awareness is shifting and you're looking at your consistency. You are looking at where you're consistent. You are taking inspired action and making things work for you. Affirm that below. I am taking inspired action and making things work for me. So let me give you guys an example. I stopped going on a schedule on my extra platforms. So on my VIP platforms, on my ad-free platforms, I stopped making a schedule because it was affecting inspired action. Okay, if every Saturday at noon I gotta make a video for Patreon, or every Tuesday at 4 I gotta make a video for members only, that doesn't feel inspired. What if I had a really hard Tuesday and I'm a crying mess? Okay, what if on Saturday I haven't slept yet and I've been working overtime and I just can't even compute? That is not me taking inspired action. That is me forcing myself to create content, and you're not going to carry a burden like this anymore. You guys are not going to carry a burden like this anymore. You're like, I see my value. And if others don't see that, oh well. This would be like me caring so much about what everyone thinks on Patreon or what everyone thinks on members only. Like, oh well, Veronica has a Patreon and she has a set schedule. Like, that would be like me giving a fuck. I don't. Okay, maybe at the beginning I did because I was like, oh, I really don't want to disappoint anybody. But now I'm like, no, I said what I said when I said it. We are not on a schedule, but you will still get the content regardless. So basically it's like, it's still once a week, sometimes twice a week, but it's not going to be a set day or a set time. Like, no. You guys just you don't want to do things that way anymore. It doesn't feel right. Okay? This is like sleeping with your person on a schedule. You're like, okay, it's Monday. And I think we need to get a little busy because it's Monday. And they're like, this is a schedule. This isn't fun. And you're like, but it is fun because it's when I have free time. And they're like, huh? Do you know what I mean? And it's kind of like when you're ovulating. Okay, I'm trying to think of an example. It's kind of like when my ladies are ovulating and you're like, well, we have a very small window right here, and I don't really care if it's not like sexy or passionate. We just need to get to the business right now. And it kind of takes it just, so what you're doing is you are creating space to do whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. You are priming your brain for the fact that nothing can derail you. A schedule can't derail you. A job can't derail you because you're just looking at things differently. Like, my mind is blown, so I'm sure yours is blown as well. Okay? And you're like, I want to be passionate. I want to be open to all the opportunities, all the possibilities, and this is a big change in your destiny. Like, what is destined for you cannot miss you. And maybe for a while you started believing that it could. Like, no, I'm not. I don't have this in a row. I don't have this ready. I don't have this going for me. So destiny might miss me. But it's not. But it's not. Victory is yours. So you guys drop your trumpets down below because this is your parade. This is your Ferrari. This is your boat. This is your vacation. This is your feast. This is your table being prepared. You guys are also showing people like, I'm childlike. I'm youthful. I'm confident. I'm on a new journey. People can see this in you. And it's just began. Okay? People can see this in you that you are at a turning point. You are at a turning point on how you look at things, on how you are the star. Wow. You are fearless right now. Or this is what you're working towards, being fearless and being truly enthusiastic. When you give yourself space as well, you get the opportunity to be a little bit more fearless, to be more enthusiastic. You can't really be enthusiastic when you're just like, you're on this regimen, you're on this, you got all this structure, this schedule, and it's just consuming you. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune. You guys are going to start manifesting. You're going to start manifesting this turning point if you're not already there. And there's so much good luck coming in because you are priming your brain, okay? You're like, listen, brain, listen, Linda, listen. What we're about to do is a whole makeover. And we see good luck. We see opportunities. We see success. Nothing can derail us. Nothing. So this is you guys sitting at the top of the wheel and just being like, I'm good. I'm comfortable. Like, things are going to work out for me. Because maybe you guys were giving yourself such big goals that you were like becoming discouraged. I'm also seeing that people are always competitive with you and you're learning how to better deal with this. You guys are learning how to better deal with the competition. You're learning how to better deal with the ops. You are getting better and better and better at this. You guys could be killing people with kindness. Avoiding certain people that you know are dangerous. I saw this reel where this guy was like, and I forget his name. I know he's like really important and really famous, but he does more like news, like a news type of podcast. So I know he's from like that aspect or that category or that niche, but he basically said a lazy, ambitious person is the most dangerous person. And I was like, facts. And so you guys are kind of seeing like, okay, that person is like lazy, ambitious, like ambitiously lazy. Like, so I need to keep them over there. They are dangerous. And he talked about like being nice to them, but just like keeping them away from you because they don't want to do nothing else for an opportunity, but they will work day and night to be a troll in your life. They will work day and night to like take your whole life out. So to just be aware of that, and you guys are, so what you're doing is you have people coming together. Only you could do that. No one saw that coming. They thought, oh, you're going to be fighting with Susie, you're going to be fighting with Michael, you're going to be fighting with all of these people because all of them want your job. All of them want your crown. All of them want your position. And you know what you're doing? You're turning that into an opportunity for everyone to have better understanding, for everyone to get along, for everyone to, I guess, kind of kumbaya, like not really a pun intended, but here we are. And you guys are showing people like, you know, maybe this is a suppressed emotion. Maybe you need to like calm down a little bit. And you're also, you guys have been battling fatigue. You're also working on this. And I'm really proud of you guys. Okay, so that's going to be for most of you guys. You guys have been overworking yourself so much that you've been battling fatigue, and this is something that you are really trying to work through. So you guys could be doing things for your subconscious to rewire it for good luck, to rewire it for more rest. And this is why you need all of the space that you're creating. You need all of this space to create it for sleep, for good luck, for prosperity, but most of all, like, the Empress has to rest. You feel me? The Empress has to rest. Then we have the Star. You guys are being rejuvenated. Your spirituality is being rejuvenated. Wherever you guys were bored, it is being revived. Affirm it below. My life is being resuscitated. I don't know how to spell it. I need the autocorrect. So if you guys have trouble spelling it, it's okay. Okay. This is a judge-free zone. But yeah, your life, your star power is being resuscitated. You feel me? Somebody was laughing. I was watching the live stream from the other night, and I was like cracking jokes and saying, like, I don't know what card I was waving around, but I was like, you guys are not in this nativity scene. And you guys were laughing really hard in the chat, and I was like, oh, I love you guys so much. Because my husband always says, like, oh my gosh, you think you're so funny. You be laughing at your own jokes. I'm like, I am funny. But it makes me feel good when you guys laugh at my stuff. Okay. So we have looming agenda. You have different ideas about love and intimacy. This is something that you're working on as the Star. Okay, you are working on love and intimacy. I feel like that's why we talked so much about relationships this week. So much about relationships. So your idea of a happy family, your idea of happy in general is changing. Because you guys are working on love. You are working on how you are intimate with people, how you are vulnerable with people. Then we have a flight plan. You guys are realizing that other things in the last couple of weeks or months had to fall apart for them to fall into place. So again, sometimes things have to fall apart for them to fall into place because we're holding on to the wrong things. We're holding on to the wrong people. We have love illuminates even the darkest corners. You guys are realizing, like, I'm not a victim of circumstance. I'm the benefactor. Okay, I am not a victim of circumstance. I'm the benefactor. So even when things are being derailed, there's a detour. We have to go the long way. We have to reroute. The GPS ain't working. We don't know what time it is. We're like, I'm still going to be the benefactor. I'm still going to be the benefactor no matter what. No matter what. So you guys will start manifesting on the next level or on, I still haven't thought of a word for that. But you're on some next level manifestation. You feel me? And even if you don't succeed at certain things, this is what separates you from others. You guys are going to confront issues with honesty, and it's going to reveal secrets in your life. Okay? Where the gaps are, where you're stumbling, where you don't feel so confident. You're just going to be really honest with yourself. So if you guys are seeing angel number 333, it is a sign that it's time to focus inward. And that's what we're talking about. Focusing inward and seeing our value and seeing, like, well, this is what I bring to the table. You guys are becoming conscious. You are becoming aware. And you are ready to embrace this renewal. So you're going to focus inward. You're going to work on your talents. You're going to use your imaginations. You are going to unleash your inner artist. Affirm it below. I am ready to unleash my inner artist. Angel number 333. Doing so will boost your self-esteem and your sense of competence. Like, sometimes when we're around other people that, like, just have it all the way together, like, we think we're smart until we're next to that person and we're like, oh my gosh, like, am I incompetent? Like, am I the one playing Connect 4? Like, I don't know what they just said. That's how I feel like when Mel Robbins has that one doctor on her show. I'm like, huh? Mel, explain it to us, because I'm, like, not feeling very competent right now, okay? And you are restoring faith in your abilities. You are learning how to take healthy risk, bestie. You guys are going to do wonders, not only for yourself, but for the community around you. All the people that wanted to compete with you, you're going to do wonders for them. Because you are the walking wish fulfilled. You guys are the walking karma. You are the walking tower. So they're either going to come together with what you're putting out, or they're just going to have to learn the hard way. You guys are going to be detaching from the constant stream of thoughts and distractions. Okay? You are detaching. You are creating space so you can detach from a stream of negative thoughts, distractions, and allowing your mind to settle and to be calm. That is such a beautiful card. So I want you guys to affirm something below. I could be the first. I could be the first. I got this from Mel Robbins. I was like, I love that. I could be the first. I could be the first millionaire in my family. I could be the first billionaire in my family. I could do it all. I could be the first. Okay? There is star power, or your star power and creativity needs to be monetized. Okay? Your star power and creativity needs to be monetized. You could be the first. No one can stop you, including yourself. You know, sometimes when our own selves, our egos, like, let me protect you, and it gets in the way, or a shadow's like, you can't do any of that. You're crazy. It's better for us to be this way. You cannot even get in your way. You cannot even make yourself go backwards because you have no desire to go there. You have no desire to be there. Did I really just break this pen? So, you're restoring faith in your abilities that you can do the job better than ever. I can do the job better than ever. That is what you're telling yourself. You're going to be working on your visual creative action book or board. Okay, you're going to be working on, this is my vision board, or this is my vision book, but like, what is realistic for me to take inspired action towards? Like, you're not just going to put a picture of a mansion and be like, yep, I'm going to live there. And then you're like eating Doritos on the couch. You're like, no, faith without works is dead. You know, I got to take some action, got to take some inspired action. And those Doritos are awesome. I probably should not be eating that, because isn't Doritos processed food? I don't know, but sometimes they're a nice little treat, especially at softball. But anyways, you guys are just seeing, like, I'm not just going to sit and think that it's just all going to unfold for me. I have to be working towards that. I have to be showing the universe that, like, duh, that's mine. Like, duh, always going to be. And you're going to make sure that your movements are inspired. So your action is on track. You guys are going to be more aware. You're going to be better discerned. You just are going to be knowing that you're going into the right direction. There's a great transformation, and you are confronting issues with confidence. Okay, I am confronting issues with confidence, with honesty. You guys are also learning the art of receiving. You are beautiful, strong, and passionate. So some affirmations that I wrote for you guys is, I have so much love pouring in. I have so much love pouring in. I am way, way, way up. I am blessed. Okay, I am way, way, way up. I am blessed. And I am ready to trailblaze inward. I am ready to trailblaze inward. You are going somewhere inward where you don't normally go. You're like, oh yeah, let me get those baseboards, okay? Let me get those little crevices. Like, let me get in there in places I don't normally go. So when you go to list your value, you're like, oh, okay, there's a gap right here. So let me work on that. Like, you are trailblazing. You are the pioneer. Okay, affirm it below. I am the whole enchilada. You feel me? Okay, let's see what else we get for you guys. Where am I going to put this? This book is so big. Okay, hold on. Let me put this behind me. Okay. So I wanted to see if I could get things in sets of 3. Thank you guys. I love when you guys affirm what you want in this life because it is yours. It is yours. You are receiving these blessings in sets of three. Miracles in sets of three. And you're starting to see like what is your hang up on certain things or what has been keeping you stuck in certain aspects of your life. I keep getting things about cars. So you guys are definitely on the move. Maybe you have a fear of traveling. Maybe you have a fear of like driving, or, you know, maybe you just don't like moving. Who really likes moving? And you're just seeing like, I'm ready. I'm ready. Like SpongeBob. I'm ready. I'm ready. Fear of the unknown. Who's that? You're like, I'm not scared anymore of whatever is coming. Like, say you don't like the neighborhood that you're in, or you don't like your landlord, and maybe every time the lease renews, you're like, oh, what's gonna happen? You're just like, I'm not gonna worry. I'm not gonna worry. Maybe when you go to work, there's always this one bully that you deal with, and you're like, I'm not gonna worry. You know what? I don't even care. That's just like you guys maneuvering forward, like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm always gonna be good. And even if they kind of annoy me, my life is good. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like when you guys don't look forward to something. Thank you, Virginia. It's kind of like when you guys don't look forward to something and you're like, you know what, it's gonna be fine. Why am I gonna be worried? So it's like when the ops are about, or the bullies are out, the trolls are out, and you're like, oh, I don't want to post because this is gonna happen, or this is gonna happen, or you're like, I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna do me. Ooh, you guys know how much I love this card. 9 of Wands. You guys are just gonna shoot your shot. At the same time, you're looking at your bruises, you're looking at your scars, and you're like, oh, these are things that could be very triggering to you to look at. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired, because you guys have been battling fatigue, confusion. That's why you have good luck, clarity, and support coming in. Good luck, support, and clarity. Angel number 1234, angel number 5555, and angel number 333. You're looking at your scars from the battles that you've been through, and you're like, yeah, that made me not a champion, but it made you a warrior. All of these things made you a warrior. And now, instead of seeing all of the negativity behind you and all of the people judging you behind you, all the eyes that are watching, you're going to see this feather. Yeah, you're ready for battle. You have the cloak of invisibility, or you have put a cloak or shield around you that anytime you go out and people are sending you all this whatever, it just bounces off of you. Some of you guys could literally visualize that when you're leaving the house to protect yourself. And you're not going to even be worried about all the eyes like, oh my gosh, what are they doing? What are they wearing? Oh my gosh, what are they saying? You're like, oh, look, there's a feather. It's my lucky day. And I receive luck, blessings, and miracles in sets of 3. I am going to take inspired action, and I am going to shoot my shot. People are not expecting you to like know how to protect yourself, and there's nothing that you do better. Like, truly, you guys are really good at protecting yourself, and what you're learning right now is how to not be in a state of fear or conspiracy or doom and gloom. You are learning to be vulnerable, to love, to be intimate, to be around a community that you like being around. Kevin, thank you. See, sets of 3. I got 3 stars. I got 3 phones. Where'd it go? We got the star. We got the star. And where did it go? And we got the star. This is you guys. You guys are the power of 3. Can't nobody tell you nothing. Let them try to. People are like utterly ridiculous to try. Hold on. People are utterly ridiculous to think that you have the time of day. You're about your business. Whatever that business is, whether it's your family, whether it's your come up, whether it's your spiritual inheritance, your spiritual recovery. Like, you're not hearing nothing. You're not hearing nothing. Wait till I get my money right. Then you can't tell me nothing, right? You guys have independence. Like, your independence is even shifting. Maybe where you were trying to be independent of other people, you're like, you know what? I just want to be liberated. I want to have space to do what I want to do. I feel like you guys should be really proud of yourself for how far you've come, because some of you guys could be normally a hothead. You guys could come in crazy, come in like, aggressive, because people come at you guys aggressive and the enemy is always coming to play. But you guys are moving towards a space where you see the shade and you keep it pushing, okay? You guys keep it a buck. You guys keep it 1,000 with yourself that there's always going to be another troll right behind them. There's always going to be another Decepticon right behind them. Busting out receipts. For those of you guys that are on social media, specifically, my star messengers, okay, this is for my light workers or those of you that are tarot readers. You guys got a group of ops that are constantly trying to undermine you because of the way that you're able to predict things. Constantly trying to attack you or constantly trying to undermine you because of the way that you're able to predict things, but mostly mad because you're unbothered and you're always putting yourself back together. Thank you, Al. Lurking. Do not concern yourself with the opinion of trolls. Do not concern yourself with the opinion of sheep. You are the star times 3. Hello. We have seduced. I was getting earlier that you guys are the siren. You guys are good at sales, or you're good at finessing yourself out of certain situations with your wit and your charm. There's a lot of jealousy surrounding that. There's a lot of jealousy surrounding your gifts. So you guys could be dealing with a lot of copycats. You don't even have to worry about them. You don't even have to worry about the copycats, because whoever they are, they're going to get played. They already played themselves. Whoever is trying to emulate what you're doing, disrespect what you're doing, try to talk to you crazy, trying to attack your physical appearance, whatever, they're playing themselves. Okay, affirm that below. They played themselves. Leave a message at the beep. They played themselves. You guys are immune to their attacks. Okay, you guys have that cloak of invisibility on. You cannot be bothered like that. There's some people that really want to be victimized by you, the petty labels that didn't even graduate petty university. And you guys don't put your focus on that. They'll like never understand it. You don't put your focus on the people that try to come at you sideways from a fake account, people that try to hide behind certain things, and they could be a toxic family member, an ex. You're like, I'm doing better without you guys, so you can just sit and watch. You can just sit and watch. Your spiritual inheritance is here, and it's coming in sets of 3. Anything that ever could even try to be derailed, you will be the benefactor of. You don't make mistakes. You feel me? You don't really make mistakes. So whoever's being immature, they are not in your line of vision. They are not in your line of vision. Understand that it is your power that they want. And so if you guys were dealing with people in the workplace that were always trying to like fear monger you, or were committed to misunderstanding, you're like, I don't care. I don't care. You're being really careful about the environments that you guys put yourselves in. The petty labels. The petty labels are always watching. All eyes on you. There's a lot of people breaking their neck to see what you're doing. And you guys have created so much space. They're going to have to deal with their bad karma. You guys are no longer like connecting or speaking to anything like that. Okay? Thank you, Kevin. Anything like that. And because of that, because you're not in the same vicinity or close, you can't block their karma. Their bad karma that they have coming in. Hold on. Let's see what else we get for you guys. Creep in. So I creep. Yeah. Yeah, cutoff game is strong. Cutoff game is strong. People are going to be coming in high key to get your attention. And look, we literally got fake accounts, love on the brain. So like, let's say you date, no, not date. I feel like if you guys are women, if you consider yourself, female, you got a lot of males mad at you. If you guys consider yourself males, you got a lot of females mad at you. Trying to fake spy on your social media, your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter, your whatever. And it's because they can't shoot their shot. They don't have a chance with you. They do not have a chance with you. The Sesame Street is real to them. It's same shit, different day. So do not listen to anyone that is not actually acquainted with you. I tell you guys all the time, you're playing chess. These people think that they're playing chess. They think. They're not even playing checkers. They're playing Connect 4. They are not acquainted with the facts. People are clout hungry to connect with you. That is not for no reason. Okay, that is not for no reason. You guys are dealing with some wolves in sheep clothing. Get a cute dog. I just heard, why you running, girl? I don't know who you guys are dealing with, but you are not interested. You are not interested. I just heard, why you running, girl? What movie is that from? People are not coming correct. The more that you guys see your value, the further away that they will be. You're not going to be feeling like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have blocked that. Maybe I should unblock them. You're not going to be thinking about them at all. You're not even thinking about them at all. Waste of time. Okay? It is a waste of time to think about all of the eyes behind you. Remember what I showed you, like all of the eyes behind you. You're like, no, I'm so lucky. My life is so awesome. I'm so grateful. You're thinking about all of the things that you are looking forward to. You're not thinking about like, oh my gosh, they're so mad at me. Like, you don't care. You don't care. Okay, let's get you guys some advice. Oh my gosh. Look, guys. Do you think you could tell this mermaid anything? I'll wait. Do you think you could tell this mermaid anything? This is you guys. Say you're like a workaholic. You don't ever take vacation. You're about to disappear. People are like, oh, Susie always comes to work, even on holidays. Where is she at? These TPS reports. Where is she at? You ain't nowhere to be found, bestie. You ain't nowhere to be found. Because not even you could see this coming. No one can derail you. See how many ops are in the chat? No one can derail this message. No one. Okay, because even if they're in here being chooches, Decepticons, doing the devil's bidding, wound up by Steven, they're creating a message. We are still the benefactor out of them clowning around. We are still the benefactor out of them being petty labels. They want to be a whole clown. That's still an omen for this message. Thank you. You are the ambassador of peace. Okay? And guess what you're doing, bestie? You're going to be creating more of that in your life. You are the ambassador of peace. You are mastering your gifts and your talents and your patience. You guys have new friendships coming in. And guess what? You're going to remain a mystery. You're going to remain a mystery. Not because you're trying to hide anything, but because you do have a lot of eyes on you and you like being mysterious. Silence is your superpower. So whatever you're getting in sets of 3, you're like, that's not their business. You also want to share that with people that are genuinely happy for you. So good for you guys. You are a free spirit. You are attracting a lot of peace. Who knew that you guys taking care of the fatigue, getting more rest, disappearing from work, remaining a mystery, working on what you want to work on, like they cannot reach you and they are trying. This is like spam calls coming in, right? And they're like, answer the phone, answer the phone. This is not a spam call. Answer. You're never going to answer. You are never going to answer. So there's that. You are aware. You are aware. All your brain is going to be scanning for is miracles, pots of gold. You're like, I'm not seeing. Even a chooch or a Decepticon is a lesson. You are the benefactor of that lesson. They cannot derail you. They cannot derail you. You're like, I'm attracting joy, I'm attracting peace, and I'm only scanning for that. I'm not scanning for who doesn't like me and who doesn't accept me and who's mad at me. Yeah, precisely, Kirk. They do not have reach anymore. They could have the right number all day long. Does not mean you're going to pick up. Does not mean that they're going to have access. It's the same thing in here. It's the same freaking thing. Just because they're like, look at me, look at me, look at me, does not mean I'm going to pick up the phone. Scapegoat, we don't give up. We don't give up about you or anything that you do. Yeah, not today, Satan. Not today, Becky. Not today, Bobby. Be spontaneous. Do something crazy, okay? Bestie, do something crazy. I love this. You guys are going to be doing things that are so out of the box, so out of character for you. Like, this is like you guys playing hooky from work. Like, yeah, those TPS reports, they're not getting done. Because guess what? You're at the zoo. You're on a holiday. And they can call you. Work is like, Susie, we need those TPS reports. I know you're coming back to work today. And you're like, this is like you not even answering them and telling them where you're at. You feel me? You're not telling them shit. You're not telling them shit. Okay. Again, bestie, you will never be the same. Your brain will never be the same. And you are changing everything within and around you. Affirm it below. I am changing everything within and around me. There is things that you're throwing out the window. Let's talk about it. You are throwing doom, gloom, petty labels, chuchalinis. You are throwing negativity, fear, and conspiracy out the window. You're like, I want to do something crazy. I want to be spontaneous. You can't find me nowhere. I am uninterested in the drama. I am uninterested in the bullshit. I am scanning for, it's like when you buy that car or you are trying to manifest something and then you start seeing it everywhere because that's what you're manifesting. Say you're trying to manifest a soulmate. You're starting to see people in love everywhere. Everywhere. Do you know what I mean? So this is what you are priming your brain to see. You'll never deal with negativity the same. So again, if you guys are in members only, I'm going to share some of my favorite lucky videos, okay? Because I feel like it's really important. I talk about this all the time. Luck being incredible, how we always need to wire our brain for luck, because I feel like it's like the best cheat code. It's so easy for us to wire our brain for negativity and looking for like the doom and looking for the gloom and like the next person that's mad. It's so easy to do. So instead of us looking for deaths in sets of 3, we're going to look for luck in sets of 3. So if you are a VIP subscriber, I will share that on, maybe I'll share it on Patreon too. Yeah, I will share it on, if it'll let me. I don't know if it'll let me on Patreon, but I'm going to try. I'm going to share it on both platforms, whether you're on Patreon or members only. My most favorite Lucky Syndrome videos that I swear by. And it's really important that you guys use these in the morning. That's how it works. It works best. Then in the meantime, when you guys are sleeping at night, you guys can listen to whatever you're really passionate about. Are you really passionate about the Word of God? Are you really passionate about the Bible? Are you really passionate about subliminals and manifesting wealth or letting go of negative programming? Whatever it is that you want to specifically focus on, listen to that at night. When you wake up in the morning, think about how you really want to start your day. Start it with some type of lucky something, okay? And while you're listening to that, know that that is what your brain is going to be scanning for all day long. It doesn't matter how much craziness unfolds. Your brain is going to be like, oh, well, we got a little crazy there for a second, but look how lucky we are right now. You feel me? You are reversing bad habits, negative thoughts. You are ready to change your brain to set you up for the most positive success. You guys are learning to take healthy risks and you're tapping into magnetic desire. Affirm it below. I am tapping in. I am tapped in to magnetic desire. You are learning patience. I am learning patience and releasing scarcity. So you are looking at bad habits, micro habits, and you are learning what you have to offer. You are learning how you are of value. When you really understand that, you're not settling for anything less. You feel me? When you know, like, no, I bring this, I bring my milkshake, okay? I bring my milkshake to the yard. I work real hard. I'm a fun time. When you just think about all the things that you're awesome at. And then when a Dusty approaches you and they're like, hey girl, what's up? You're just gonna know, okay? You're just gonna know. And then you're also going to be attracting people on that wavelength of you knowing your worth, knowing your value, and continuing to glow up, continuing to ascend. So again, your guys' affirmations is, I have so much love pouring in. I am incredibly lucky. Incredibly lucky. I am way, way, way up. I am blessed. I am ready to trailblaze inward. You're about to be the pioneer of going inward, being honest with yourself inward, and releasing this free spirit, this spontaneity, this inner child. And it's going to be so exciting because you're going to be looking at your creativity, looking at your gifts, creating all this space so you can have fun. So I highly recommend you guys that we do vision boards or vision books. Like, you guys can use a book like this and make it your fairy tale and make it to, as realistic as you can possibly make it. Like, yeah, I'm so close to getting this. I've been taking inspired action towards this. I know I'm working on that because that is what is unfolding for you. Pure magic is unfolding for you. I'm so excited. Okay, Patreon. You guys have a video coming out this weekend, so be checking your notifications. I'm going to share my lucky videos with you guys on my VIP platforms. What else? I think that's it. You guys affirm below what you want to bring into your life. And in the meantime, you guys can do a little list of what you know you bring to the table. You guys be knowing. And think about that, really, things big or small, and your vision books, or if you want to do a vision board, a new revamped one of the inspired action that you're taking. So don't forget to drop your favorite affirmation, smash the what, hit the bell, duh. You guys know I be posting sporadically. And then again, if you are new here, I am your bestie on the internet. I am your cosmic cheerleader. I'm your spiritual advisor. And I'm so thankful to have you guys here today. Thank you to my moderators. Thank you, Virginia, for helping me. And I'm just so appreciative of you guys. Thank you for everyone that's on Patreon, everyone that's on members only, and everyone that joined this live stream. Thank you to everyone that's watching the replay, wherever you guys are in the world. Thank you. So the spiritual assignment today is, this is after the live stream ends. Where are you at in the world? Okay. I think that would be so fun because I have subscribers from everywhere, literally everywhere. Are you guys in the States? Are you guys in Ireland? Are you guys in Australia? Like, where are you guys in the world? Drop it in the comments and we can see how many of our soul tribe is like near each other. Okay? I look forward to reading your guys' affirmations. I thank you guys for all of your love and support. I have the best subscribers, truly. And when we reach 80K, I'm doing a giveaway. So be looking out for that. And I'll see you guys when I see you. Bye, Virginia. Bye, Psychic Awakens. Bye, Diana S. Bye, Adrian. Bye, Kirk. Bye, Lena. Bye, Ash. Bye, Delimas. Bye, guys. You're welcome, Arthur. Alrighty. I look forward to reading your guys' comments. Bye, guys.